Hello fellow investors, and welcome to my P2P portfolio update for July. When preparing this video, the news was dominated by reports of falling stocks, suggesting a market correction. Analysts were predicting a stock market crash fueled by growing global uncertainty and consumers cutting back on spending. Companies have lost billions in market capitalization, and investors were watching their gains evaporate with apprehension. On the other hand, there was no panic in the P2P environment and my returns reached a new all-time high. Despite this, P2P investments remain risky but lucrative alternatives to stocks and bonds. As mentioned in my previous videos, I have expanded my position on Income Marketplace. My investment now stands at €4,346 and has generated €23 in interest. The funds were deposited through several transactions, so the interest generated will likely be fully reflected by the end of August. All my funds are currently invested. It appears there is a summer lull at income, with no major news to report. My land account currently holds €5,060 and has generated €38 in interest. The portfolio statistics have shown a slight improvement, with 9 loans delayed by more than 31 days and 24 loans in default. My biggest grievance with land remains the slow debt collection process. Despite land's efforts to recover the funds, the process is painstakingly slow. As mentioned previously, I will continue to exit from land while closely monitoring the debt collection progress. For those interested in land's performance, don't forget to check the Land Platform Performance Report, June 2024. My FinTown account sits on €6,159. The investment generated €57 of interest and €59 of accrued interest. FinTown also released the July 2024 portfolio overview showing once again that there are no payment delays. FinTown also published the 2023 Consolidated Annual Report for the Viarev Group showing favorable loan-to-value ratios, meaning that there should be sufficient guarantees to repay the investors if difficulties arise. My biggest change this month was with CrowdPair, where I trimmed my investment to €5,566. The position generated €65. The reason for trimming the investment on CrowdPair was to reduce the exposure to individual companies, meaning that I invested in too many loans from the same companies, something I wasn't comfortable with. I have a total of 5 late or defaulted loans from the Henrio Group, Loru Sodai and Sonvitas. I have at this point no concerns and I expect a full recovery including the extra 5% late interest. After my latest withdrawal, my Estate Guru account now holds €6,607 and has generated €43 in interest. As previously discussed, I am not investing further due to Estate Guru's pricing practices, which are squeezing small investors. I plan to let my current investments run their course and close the account when possible. My €9,077 investment on InRento generated €59 in interest. InRento continues to deliver steady returns with an unblemished track record. I am satisfied with my position on the platform and will be withdrawing the income every month and reinvesting the principal when available. My Via Invest position is now worth €13,876 and has generated €127 in interest. Via Invest published its July operational update announcing expanded security offerings from their Latvian loan originator. The securities are backed by Via SMS Latvia and offer attractive returns from 10 to 13%. There were also updates to the automated portfolio management strategies. For the diversified strategy, the maximum investment in one security issuance was increased from €50 to €100. For the active strategy, it was increased from €100 to €500. My Peerberry account is worth €14,054 and has generated €123 in interest. The Auto Invest feature is working well. The biggest news from Peerberry was the addition of a new loan originator, Credito 365 from Colombia. The short-term loans are backed by the group guarantee and yield a 9.5% interest. My RoboCash balance is now at €14,521 and has generated €119. Unfortunately, I have about €600 of uninvested funds. This is not a major problem, but I will have to carry on monitoring the performance. Una Financial, the group behind RoboCash, has announced the financial results for the first half of 2024, indicating a profit of $4.7 million, an 18% increase compared to the same period of the previous year. The group announced it will focus on expanding its most profitable businesses and improving operational efficiency across all markets where it is present. Solid business performance is one of the criteria that behind a safe investment. Esketit remains my largest position with €16,654. The investment has generated €143 in interest. All funds are currently invested and I have been slowly reducing the exposure to the diversified and Jordan investment strategy. There were no major news from Esketit except the regular monthly update which showed healthy platform activity and growth in all crucial segments. The paid-out interest for July amounted to €800 before withholding tax and €756 with applied tax, marking a new all-time high. This is for me a major milestone, showing once again that consistency pays off and that I am on track to my goal. My plan for August is to top up the highest-yielding platforms. My overall return on invested capital for July was a solid 10%. P2P investments are not undergoing the daily market fluctuations of stocks and bonds. This might give investors a false sense of security. Just because this asset class is not in the daily news cycle, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do your due diligence. Always monitor the performance of companies backing the loans and the borrowers themselves. I hope you enjoy these videos, although rather simple, they take up a lot of my free time to make. Please let me know how your investments are going. If you wish to support me on my investment journey, please subscribe and like the video or use any of the referral links in the video description. As always, remember that every investment carries considerable risks. Do not invest money that you cannot afford to lose and do not blindly trust something you stumble across on YouTube. I am also looking forward to an exchange of views, so please drop a comment. Thanks for watching.